So popular was Leyland National 50 last year, the Workington Transport Heritage Trust decided to do the same event again. The event focuses on the Leyland National, a mass-produced single-decker bus built by British Leyland on the Lily Hall industrial estate between here and Workington. The factory itself now forms part of a depot for the Stobart Group. Other buses were of course welcomed with open arms. Our friends in the Barrow Transport Group brought along 169, 928 and 572. Starting in the car park on the quayside, we have a Leyland National and a Leyland Tiger from the Merseyside Transport Trust in Burscough. From the Glasgow Vintage Vehicle Trust, we have this AEC Reliance and Strathclyde Transport Leyland Atlantean. This is a Plaxton-bodied Leyland Tiger. New to our cameras was the rare appearance of the WTHT's Mercedes-Benz Vario. The Vario was launched in 1996 and was produced across 17 years in several variants. This Plaxton Beaver 2 example was new to Stagecoach Manchester in 1997. It found itself transferred to the Lake District, operating the Osprey bus. It was a hail and ride service operated by Stagecoach on the behalf of Cumbria County Council. Sadly, the service had its funding cut in 2010. Subsequently, 545 was sold to MDR Travel before being purchased for preservation. If you wonder why the water is dirty, it's due to sediment that has leaked from a local mine. The authorities in charge are seemingly at a loss of how to sort the problem. Back to the buses, and we have a group of nationals. Firstly, Demonstrator 556, Cumberland 378, and Barrow Corporation number 20. Also making an appearance from the Isle of Man was this dual-doored example, outshopped in London Transport livery, and the computer bus. This is a Volvo B58 with duple dominant bodywork. The Volvo B10M also had a rather dominant presence at the event. 710 was recently snapped up for preservation by the WTHT. The bus unusually has a 3+2 seating layout, which was adopted to make it compliant for the school services it operated prior to its withdrawal. Its relative 779 was out in service. In addition to the two K-Reg examples were 928 sister vehicles 910 and 983. A small fun fair had been set up, in addition to stalls set up by transport groups and local businesses. A small number of classic cars and commercials had also attended. Four free bus services were in operation this year, one around the town, a park and ride to the Lakes College, a run to the Lily Hall industrial estate, and an excursion to a pub in a local village. Our first journey was aboard 556 on the town tour. Next, we had a ride aboard 983 to the Lakes College. However, the journey seemed to be a bit arduous for the bus, and it promptly died just outside the college. The cause was overheating gearbox oil, which, surprisingly, as if someone had put a curse on the Alexander B-10s, also plagued 928 and 779. 983 was able to move again, and after a quick check-up by the recovery team, it was back out in service. We opted to return to Whitehaven aboard the Yonkia B10 coach. Later on in the day, Stagecoach presented us with an Enviro 400 that had been tarted up in a special livery to celebrate the coronation of King Charles III. It was joined by 47001, the company's first Optare Solo. 47001 is currently based in Carlisle and is part of a heritage fleet. Also from Carlisle, the Carlisle bus group Leyland Olympian 1005. Next, a run to Lily Hall aboard the Western National, where the driver kindly stopped briefly for a photo op. A brief flirtation with the local stagecoach fleet.
Thank you.
Overall, we had a good day in Whitehaven. Whilst it was threatening to rain, it stayed away, which certainly helped. We look forward to return again next year, if the opportunity presents itself. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, pressing the like button would be much appreciated, and comments are always welcome. Thanks again for your time, and take care.